Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I want to actually talk about something that I don't actually think has ever been talked about before. So what I want to talk about today is about what is more unhealthy, obesity or bodybuilders. The reason why I want to talk about this video is because I feel like it hasn't been touched on all that much. Now, I have seen a TikTok about this where somebody speculated and really wandered around saying, okay, like, what is unhealthy, this and that, and it sparked the idea for me into saying, wow, you know what? That's actually an amazing fucking video. Because if you realistically think about it, both of them are most likely overweight, right? The people who are obese are obviously overweight, and the fucking bodybuilders are obviously overweight themselves as well. Now, the difference is one is from fat and the other is from muscle. What is unhealthier? That's the real question, because both are overweight. Now, some people that are watching this video automatically might wonder and say, what the fuck are you going on about? Who gives a shit if the bodybuilder is overweight or whatever? They work out, they, mostly eat healthy, they do this, they do that. Yes, but you also have to take into note those which are the majority of bodybuilders. Hello, this is bodybuilding. This ain't fucking, what do you think this is? The majority of bodybuilders get enhanced. They hop on PEDs, let alone just hopping on PEDs. They force feed a lot of food, which is very fucking taxing onto the digestive system, which is unhealthy. In terms of that as well, like fucking just being overweight in terms of just muscle alone is like, it's very hard. You know what I'm saying? Just taking in PEDs and fucking force feeding all that food. I'm not saying like everybody force feeds, but a lot of people do force feed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's very fucking hard to say and speculate, okay, guys, is obesity more unhealthy or is bodybuilding? Because now we have obesity on the other hand where, these people are not working out, these people are not lifting weights, these people are not doing cardio. And primarily the reason why I want to do this video is because it revolves around the heart, in my opinion, right? Because people who are overweight, they're more commonly known to getting heart disease and a lot of heart defects, right? A lot of heart problems because of the fact that the more you weigh, the more your heart has to pump, right? And it's a lot more strain and stress on the heart to pump that blood. A lot of people, they actually don't even do cardio, which is kind of funny. There's actually a lot of jokes around here and a stigma around, oh, cardio's for pussies and this and that. But guys, actually, seriously, cardio is very important, especially just because you think that like you're lifting weights or you're working out, you look jacked, you look good on the outside. You actually still have to take care of the inside, people, because, in my opinion, cardio is definitely going to fucking help your, heart in trying to support itself for whatever body weight it's at that's exceeding the normal limit. And that's what I just think, right? And now in terms of obesity, guys, the people that are obese are clearly overweight. They probably have health issues in general already. They either have diabetes or high cholesterol, whatever. And that's the thing, what I'm saying? When, these fucking bodybuilders, a lot of them have high cholesterol as well. You know what I'm saying? It's so similar, but so different at the same fucking time. And it's something I wondered myself, what is unhealthier? Because, okay, you know what? I'm gonna come to the conclusion of this right now. In my opinion, all right, this is my fucking opinion. One, genetics do play a humongous fucking role in this, okay? That's one. Now, if we are talking about natural bodybuilding, somebody who is there to work out, just fucking, be jacked, right? They want to look pretty fucking big, but like naturally, right? Either they want to genetically max out their genetic potential and size or whatever. They just want to look fucking good or aesthetic or whatever the case may be. But they're fit, they do cardio, right? Maybe 2 times a week or whatever, like an average amount or some shit, right? But they eat healthy, they fucking train, they do weights, they do a little bit of cardio. I definitely do fucking think that those people are definitely healthier than the people who are obese. But then again, now we go into terms of the enhanced part of bodybuilding where people start hopping on PEDs, they start taking fucking gear and they start dosing down pretty fucking heavily. They start forcing food down. That's where it's like, okay, what is healthier? Somebody who's obese as fuck or somebody who is in bodybuilding but they are fucking abusing anabolics, right? Or whatever, right? That's the fucking question that everybody asks. And in my opinion, honestly, I can't really say the difference in saying one is healthier than the other because I think at the end of the day, it all matters in terms of genetics, right? Because I think that somebody could pick up a cigarette, right, for the first time. They could be 15 years old and they get hooked on cigarettes for the rest of their life, right? And then they are smoking and they smoke a pack a day for 30 fucking years and they're still alive. They're 40 years old or 50 or 30 or whatever, and they're still alive. They live up until they're 60, 70, 80, whatever, right? It barely affects them. Maybe it takes a year off their life. I think that some people genetically are capable of handling, more than others. And that goes in terms of, on the bodybuilding aspect, in terms of PDs. And then, in terms of just life in general, whether that's smoking or drinking or fucking you are overeating, you're obese or whatever, some people's lifespan is capable of living a longer time than yours regardless of the situation, So it's so kind of fucking odd, and it's a really odd turn to make in this video, to speculate and saying, you know what? I think bodybuilding's healthier. They do take fucking PDs a lot of the time, and they do fucking cut themselves when they, get into competition and they try to get stage ready. They get cut so fucking much that their skin is, oh my God, it's a piece of paper. And they barely have energy. They feel like passing out half the time, and they're on all the amounts of fucking drugs that you can imagine. Being on a copious amount of drugs while you are fucking stage ready, even though you look good on the outside, you probably look like shit on the inside, right? And some people could fucking handle the PDs, or it also depends on the drug, right? Some people could fucking handle taking 500 milligrams of testosterone a lot better than fucking your buddy Joey across the street. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a big genetic proponent for each side, obesity and bodybuilding. I think that each person can handle shit differently. But if we were to generalize and say here what is healthier, I'm gonna say bodybuilding. I'm gonna say fucking bodybuilding. If you do it the right way, though, that's what I'm gonna say. If you do bodybuilding the right way, you take the right precautions, you get your blood work done before you do the drugs, during the process of you, either before and after, or if you really want to be all fucking dialed in with that shit, you get your blood work done before you hop on whatever, and in the middle of that cycle, and then at the end of that cycle. If you do that, and you get your blood work done, your doctor sees your results, and you fucking check up on yourself on a regular when you're hopping on cycles. And then you can see and say, okay, my fucking blood pressure is getting a little bit too high. Maybe I should relax, and maybe I should settle back a little bit. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's where shit, stands on that line. But the sad truth is a lot of people into bodybuilding and that do bodybuilding, they say, fuck the blood work. I don't want to see it out of sight, out of mind. And they just fucking take X, Y, and Z, get all the way there, fucking abuse whatever drugs they think is necessary, and then shit happens to them, and then they wonder what the fuck just happened to me. So I feel like in terms of, the bodybuilding aspect, if you take precaution and you do this the smart way, even though, it's still unhealthy regardless. I'm not trying to justify, fucking taking PEDs is healthy with any means. I'm not trying to say that. But if you have subject A right here, he's a bodybuilder, he is natural, but you know what? He's gonna get on the enhanced side now. He wants to take it to the next level. He can't achieve any more muscle growth or just any more detail ever because he's maxed out his genetics and he's staying the same. He's growing a pound of muscle every year or every other year. Like, he's maxed out his fucking genetics. When I tell you he maxed out, he maxed out. And then you have subject B right here, who is obese. He's getting obese. He's constantly eating, and he doesn't really care about his health because clearly the people who are overweight are not really looking out for their health too much, because if they were, let's be honest here, they'd look out for themselves from the very beginning without letting themselves go too far. You know what I'm saying? So you have subject B, subject A. If subject A does shit the right way, he gets his blood work done before the cycle, during the cycle, and after the cycle, and he just looks at his blood work, everything's running smoothly, and if something's off, he'll lay back on whatever is causing that. Then I think that subject A here, I think the bodybuilder is healthier in that, sense. That's what I think in terms of that situation, right? Because 9 times out of 10, the person who's obese doesn't necessarily care about their health too much. You get what I'm saying? A lot of bodybuilders just fucking go fucking balls deep out of sight, out of mind kind of mentality, not really giving a shit about their blood work, nothing, just fucking taking whatever they can, just focusing on the cosmetic aspect of themselves, their looks, their physique, their proportions, whatever they're going for, right? And then, you know, the people who are obese are fucking obese. They just go to fucking Burger King every fucking Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know what I'm saying? They don't really give a shit. They fucking eat out all the time. They eat unhealthy, eat very greasy foods, eat a lot of fucking shitty food, you know what I'm saying? So that is where you would add the proponent of genetics on when your lifespan would soon come to an end, you know what I'm saying? Like where you would close off and saying, this guy is probably gonna pass away at 30 years old or 40 years old or 50 years old, you know? There's many scenarios I'm fucking sure for certain, and that's all genetics, people, where this guy abused PEDs for 20, 25 years straight, but yeah, he's a solid motherfucker. He's in his 60s, shit, maybe even in his 70s, right? And he's fucking chilling, right? He, you know, is maybe on a TRT dose now, or maybe he's still fucking juicing, but 9 times out of 10, people that age are not really taking that much fucking gear, but you'd be fucking surprised. I met some people. And the guy is still living life. And then you'll have the fucking person that's obese, and he doesn't make it past 40 years old or 30 years old because he's fucking significantly ruined his health by decades. And then the, you know, obese person over here is not capable of living past his 30s or 40s, right? Because he has significantly cut off his lifetime, you know, in life frame because of the fact that he has been just not taking care of his health whatsoever and has cut off decades worth of his life. And at the end of the day, guys, the tables could fucking turn. There could be that one bodybuilder where honestly, whatever drugs he's using or just, you know, his lifestyle in general is just not too tolerable for his body. And he ends up passing at 20, 30, 40 or whatever, right? And then the, you know, other person who is obese, although it's still gonna be very fucking stressful to your body and your heart and everything else, you know, they make it pass a lot longer than, you know, the fucking bodybuilder does, just based off strongly genetics, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there's a lot of health problems that can be affected by both aspects. You know, in terms of obesity, you fucking start gaining weight, your body has to pump more blood, it's a lot more stress for your heart. On top of that, if you gain a significant more amount of fat, the fat doesn't really know where to place itself, so it starts placing itself into the internal organs, right? And starts filling out around that area. And that will cause a lot of fucking problems, especially if you get so fat that, you know, some of that tissue has to go to where your heart is. That could be a big fucking problem. But I thought this was an interesting topic, and maybe like somebody more educated on this, you know, whole topic could cover it, like more plates, more dates. I'd love to see a fucking video like this on his channel. Like, I don't think there is a video like this on his channel, nor anybody else's channel. But I'm not here to say that I am a fucking knowledgeable fucking master, but I think that I have good enough common sense, and I'm saying some pretty reasonable shit over here, saying that like at the end of the day, it just, the, you know, proponents of genetics is what really matters and will really indicate on how long you're gonna survive on whatever lifestyle it is. Whether you want to excessively eat all the time, unhealthy, and become obese, or you want to hop on fucking performance enhancing drugs and significantly fucking decline your health and your lifespan due to taking this, and that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I have some common knowledge. I think I have a decent amount of common knowledge, and I think that I didn't say anything wrong. I think I, you know, spewed some common sense here. In my opinion, if I were to be overweight, which technically I am overweight actually, I'd much rather be overweight in muscle than fat. Right? Just, you know, it just did give me a good look out there though to think and say like, maybe I should do my cardio, because unlike you guys, I know, and I'm catching you motherfuckers lacking out there watching this video. I know damn well that a lot of you do not do cardio. You hit the weights, you're trying to get fucking jacked, hit PRs or whatever the case may be, but you're not fucking hitting cardio. And people, your heart's important too, people. Your heart is important too. Not only do I want to get fucking jacked, but listen, I'm 5'7" and I weigh 182, 183 pounds. To my knowledge, I think that's overweight. I think that's considered overweight for my height. But I mean, you look at me and it's like, I have abs, right? You know, I'm not the most shredded fucking guy over here, but I have fucking abs, okay? So like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I'm unhealthy, I'm this and that, right? But I'm not gonna also sit here and say like, yeah, maybe I'm causing my heart a little bit more stress, to even say that as a stretch, but like maybe a little bit more stress because my heart has to do more work to pump more blood into, you know, work a little bit harder, right? You know, some people have to just be okay with knowing that shit, know that shit, and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is I'm doing cardio, man. I'm doing fucking cardio. I haven't done cardio in months because I'm tired of doing fucking cardio. I was tired of doing cardio. And I just chose, you know, maybe if I'm gonna do cardio, I'm gonna do it about 2-ish times a week. You know, a little bit, but not too much because I'm lazy, but at least I'm fucking doing it. It's a start. When I was younger, like in elementary, I did cross country. I ran fucking miles and miles and miles and miles, and that gets tiring. That really does get tiring. And that is when I started actually training as well. And I did not grow a single, logistically, I probably only gained like 2-3 pounds of muscle within the span of like 5, 6, 7 months. And that's not a lot whatsoever. Like, honestly, that's actually very bad. But you have to understand and take into account. And that's why a lot of people criticize me in my transformational videos. They're like, dude, you gained that in this amount of time? Like, bro, I could have got that shit in like a year, bro. That's some pussy ass shit. Like, dude, honestly, instead of being arrogant and thinking you know exactly what the fuck you're talking about, you know everything about my life, how about you take a seat back, brother, and fucking, you know, listen, educate yourself really quickly. The reason why I didn't grow as much and really couldn't grow is because I would literally go out for a couple mile runs every single day, 6 days a week, sometimes 7. I did not give my body, and especially since I was a young kid, I was literally in the process of puberty, probably in my beginner stages. And so it was so hard for my body to say, okay, motherfucker, do you want to grow muscle or do you want to grow endurance? What the fuck do you want to do with yourself? You gotta choose one. And if you want both, you gotta have a happy medium. You can't fucking go all out in this and go all out in that because it's not gonna fucking work for you, okay, champ? And then when the season was over, I, you know, fucking started working out and I started getting fucking big. I mean, obviously not big, but like, I started growing really fucking fast. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on over here? And I didn't even know that much how to work out. Like, now that I think about it, looking back, like, dude, I did not know fucking jack shit, but I was growing. Regardless of it being improper form or not, I was growing. So yeah, guys, I thought this would be a decently educational video. I thought this would be something interesting to talk about, and that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys think I'm a fucking cocksucker that just made this video and was like, you know, I don't want to listen to this piece of shit because he's wearing 2 earrings. Like, everybody says that every fucking now and then in my comment section. There's always that one fucking guy who thinks he's entitled to tell me what to wear and what not to wear. But at the end of the day, you know what? You could suck this. I want you guys to type in the comment section down below of who do you think is healthier, obese people or bodybuilders, or, you know, today bodybuilders, right? Because I've noticed as the years gone on, compared to the 90s, especially in the 80s, bodybuilding has taken another turn, especially, you know, people wanting to get bigger and bigger by the year and look more insane and more fucking just out of the norm, right? So obviously that also plays a role into taking even more drugs. So what do you guys fucking think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And yeah, your boy Kevin Diaz is out, guys, all right? So once again, it's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics. We're fucking out. Boom, see ya.